This is a brief video to outline what is expected for Aviation Investigations coursework. There are two assignments for Aviation Investigations, the proposal and the research findings. This video is focused on the first piece of coursework, the research proposal. So we have a client who we are working for, and the client is OCS at Birmingham Airport. They have identified 4 challenges that they face and they would like our help in solving them. Your seminar lecture has allocated you one of these 4, and it is this that you focus on for the rest of the coursework. The first step is to focus your challenge. The aim requires you to take the challenge you've been given, but to pick a small aspect of it to focus on for the research. Your aim is what you will achieve by the end of the research. Step 2 is to write your objectives. This is breaking down your aim into smaller steps that you can follow so that you achieve your aim. All research must have a purpose, and so step 3 is to give a reason that explains why your research is important. This will include who's going to benefit from reading your research and how they will benefit. Once you have followed these 3 steps, you will have an aim, objectives and rationale. Look back at your lecture notes to check that you have followed the guidance you were given and that these are consistent with each other. When you were writing your objectives, the first 1 or 2 should have been to look at what has already been written on the research area that you are focusing on. The answer to this is called your literature review. In order to organise what you read into a helpful order, it is useful to create a literature matrix, and so we require one for this assignment. Each column in a literature matrix is a different theme or topic that the authors comment on. When you write your literature review, each column in the matrix becomes a paragraph in your literature review. By the end of your literature review, you will have an organised summary of the issues you need to address in the rest of your work. This could be in the form of a checklist or a series of areas to investigate. Remember that each time you make reference to something an author has said, you need to include a reference in the text and at the end of your work. The final section of your proposal is the methodology. This is where you explain how you carried out the research so far and how you intend to do the rest of the assignment. And this should include enough detail for somebody else to copy your research or for your lecturer to make sure your plans are achievable. Remember, your methodology should have 5 sections, and you have detailed handouts that you can refer back to if you're unsure about how to do this. How you choose to present your work is your choice. Here's one example where the aim, objectives and rationale, the literature matrix and with it the references and the literature review and finally the methodology are all included. The second example is in a more of a report format with an aim, objectives, rationale, literature matrix and references, literature review and methodology. We don't mind how you present your work as long as you include the sections requested.